Welcome back to Science Online class. I am your science teacher Mr. C.P. Barrett, and here we have already started our second chapter of the science, that is matter around us pure? Right now see, wherever in my last lecture actually we have talked about the some parts of the mixture like homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Right now in the same series we have to perform some activity, and with the help of activity we will come to know some more things. Right now see what is there in the activity. We have to divide the whole class or the group of the people in the basically 4 groups. What are the name of the groups? You can see group A, group B, group C, group D. And after that we have to distribute some things to them. What are these things? I have written here for the simplicity. Right now see, with the group A we have to distribute few crystals of CuSO4, means copper sulfate. Copper sulfate, it is a chemical, and crystals are available in the market, and it makes the blue color solution when it is dissolved with the water. So few crystals of the copper sulfate we have to give to the A. After that 1 spoonful of the copper sulfate, or you can say 1 spatula. Spatula meaning is same, spoon like that. So 1 spatula or 1 spoon of the copper sulfate. Same thing we have to distribute to the group B. Right now comes to the group C. We have to distribute group C chalk powder. Either it will be chalk powder, either it will be the wheat flour. Okay. And after that group D. For the group D we have to distribute the few drops of the either milk, either the ink. Either it may be few drops of the milk, either it may be few drops of the ink. So these are the materials that you can see here. Right now what happens? After that we have to tell them, take some amount of the water and dissolve amount of the water with your components. What kind of the components you have got right now, you have been distributed. You have to just mix with the water, and you have to stir it continuously for few minutes. And after that what they will do, they will make a solution, means they will try to mix this all the components with the water. And after some time we observe that what is our observation right now. That observation is the very much necessary, because it will give us so many things. Right now see, if we are going to talk about the group A and group B, so group A and group B actually they have got the solution. Actually group A and group B persons, because CuSO4 it is completely dissolved with the water. All the crystals of the CuSO4, either it is few crystals, either it is 1 spoonful of the crystals, actually they completely dissolve with the water, and because they completely dissolve with the water, so they make the solution. They will actually got the solution. Actually what is the solution? Solution is the kind of homogeneous mixture. Solution is a kind of homogeneous mixture in which the particles are evenly or uniformly distributed with the water. Okay. Right now see, what are the properties of the solution? We have to see. Actually after that what we have to do, we have to take one torch, okay, and we have to throw the beam of light over this particular solution. We have to take one beam, we have to consider the glass, okay, glass container, and that particular solution it will be prepared inside the glass container. So with the help of the torch, okay, we have to throw the beam of light over them. What happens? No scattering of the light. No scattering means hota hai bikharna, reflections you can say. So no scattering of the light by the particles, means whatever the particles that might be present there, they are showing no scattering of the light. Why they are showing no scattering of the light? Because the particles are evenly distributed and the size of the particles is very less. It is completely mixed with the particles of the water you can say, and that's why the path of light will not be visible. If somebody person is also standing in front of us and he will see, so there will be no path of light from the glass container. There will be no path of light shown to us. Okay, that you can see, because this particular activity is also given in your book. Right now see, what is the things for C and D? Look here. For the group C we can say that because the chalk powder and wheat flour it is not completely dissolved with the water, or you can say that these particles they are just suspending on the water. They are just floating here and there. They are just floating here and there, and they are the suspended particles you can say. Suspended means hota hai latka hua, and that's why their name given to them, it is the suspension. So we can say that they are not going to form the solution, because the particles it is not completely mixed with the water, and that's why these particles can be seen from the naked eye also. In particles को आप नेकेड आई से भी वॉच कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज दिस पार्टिकल्स आर वेरी बिग इन साइज and they are just floating here and there, and they are considered as a suspended particles, and that's why the name given to them, it is suspension. Suspension is a kind of hetero, I have written. Suspension is a kind of a heterogeneous solution. Suspension is a kind of the heterogeneous solution. What are the properties opposite to solution properties we will see here. What are these? Is scattering of the light by the particles, because the particles are bigger in size. So if we are throwing the beam of light with the help of the torch, so what they are doing, they are just scattering the light. Actually the light, it is scattered by the particles. Scattered means फैला दिया जा रहा है, and that's why the path of light will be visible. Whatever the path of light given by the torch, shown by the torch, it will be visible through under the solution. So these are the things. What is the thing for the group D? Actually we are adding few drops of the ink or milk. Sometimes the people might be thinking that it is also the homogeneous mixture. The particles of the milk, they might be easily distributed, evenly distributed with the particles of the water, but the case is not like that. Why? Because what happens, what they form, actually whatever they will form, it is not the solution, it is the colloid. It is the colloid. Properties are little different from both. Why? Because sometimes you can see that what is there, particle size are very small. Whatever the particles, whatever the smaller particles of the milk, or you can say whatever the things you have taken under the consideration, so particle size is very small that it is hardly seen by the naked eye, or you cannot see it with the naked eye. Particle size are very small that it is not visible by the naked eye. And after that what happens, still the particles are present there, or you can say that it seems like that it is evenly distributed with the water, but the case is not like that. Particles are still present there, only their size is very small as compared to the suspension. If we compare the size of the particles with respect to the suspension particles, so their size is very small that they are hardly seen by the naked eye, but the properties are same. Here also the scattering of light by the particles, here also the scattering of light will be possible by the particles, and the path of light will be also visible. So colloid, it is also the example of the heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so what is the conclusion here we are getting? Conclusion we are getting that there are the three different things. One is the solution, second is the suspension, and third is the colloid. And in the next chapter, in the same chapter, we have to study more about them. What are their properties and so many things. Right now, first we are going to talk about the solution. So what is there for the solution? What is solution? Actually, solution is a homogeneous mixture. Solution is a homogeneous mixture in which the one kind of the particles, it is totally dissolved with the water particles. For example, you can say the same example, all the examples of the homogeneous mixture, it will work here, right? You can say lemonade. Lemonade means nimbu pani. So when we are going to prepare lemonade in our home, so what happens? What kind of the taste which is present in the lemonade, it is same for the each and every person, because all the particles of the lemon, it is totally distributed with the water, you can say. Right now, see what is happen. Sometimes when we are going to talk about the solution, so we generally think that solution will be always formed when some solid, it is dissolved with the water. Solution is always formed when some kind of the solid, it is dissolved with the water, but the case is not so far. Solution may be also formed when some solid, it is dissolved with the solid. When some solid, it is dissolved with the solid, means solution may be also formed by the two different kinds of the solid. You will say that it is not possible. So I want to give you the example. Actually, the alloys are also the homogeneous mixture. Okay, and wherever what happens, actually what is the alloy? Alloy is the mixture of two or more than metals or non-metals. When one metal, it is mixed with the metal, either it is mixed with the non-metal, so such kind of the formation, it is known as the alloys. Okay, so solution may be also formed by the two solids. Sometimes the solution may be also formed by the two different kinds of the gases. You will say, how is it possible? So I want to give you the example, air. Actually, what is air? Air is a homogeneous mixture, inside the air. Actually, there are the different kind of the gases, like nitrogen is present in the 78%, oxygen it is going to be present in the 21%, and within the 1% carbon dioxide gas, water vapor, organ you can say, and water vapor and some other things are present. So actually, what is the air? Air is also the homogeneous mixture. Air is also the solution, and it is the solution of gas with the gas. Alloy, it is a solution of solid with the solid. But generally what we think, solution may be always formed when the solid it is dissolved with the liquid. So these are the things. Right now see, when we are going to talk about the solution, so actually solution has two parts. Solution has actually basically two parts. What are these parts? First is the solute, second is the solvent. First is the solute, second is the solvent. What is there? We will see. What is the solute? The component of the solution. Actually it is a component, or you can say part of the solution. So the component of the solution which is dissolved, which is dissolved means जिसको घोला जाता है, जिसको dissolve किया जाता है. So the component of the solution which is dissolved to make the solution. Solutions को बनाने के लिए जिसको dissolve किया जाए, that is known as solute. Okay, what is the solute? You may also define as the amount, the component of the solution which is present in the smaller quantity. Generally the solute it is present in the smaller quantity. Okay. So there are the two things about the solid which we have to remember. What is for the solute? The component of it is the component of the solution which is actually dissolved to make the solution. Second thing is that the amount of the solute, the quantity of the solute, generally it is small. Okay, it is the component of the solution which is present in the smaller amount, you can say. Right now come next one is the solvent. Just opposite of that, the component of the solution which dissolves. The component of the solution which dissolve मतलब जो dissolve करता है किसको? The other component. किसको dissolve करता है? Actually ये solute को dissolve करता है. So the component of the solution which dissolves the other component to make the solution, so it is considered as a solvent. The component of the solution which dissolves the other component for the preparation of the solution to make the solution, so it is considered as a solvent. Actually solvent is present always in the larger amount. Solvent is present in the higher amount. Okay, for example you can say sugar and water. So definitely you are knowing that sugar it will be only 1 spoonful, 2 spoonful, 3 spoonful, and the amount of the water it will be always large. Then only we can dissolve the sugar with the water. So sugar and water it is the example of the solution. It is also the example of the homogeneous mixture. So all the examples of the homogeneous mixture you can consider here, because the solution actually it is a homogeneous mixture. Second example you can see air. Air is also the mixture of gases I have told you right now, like nitrogen, oxygen, argon, water vapor, okay, some dust particles, so many things are there. Right now soda water. When we talk about the soda water, so soda water is also a mixture. It is a mixture of gas with the liquid. It is a mixture of gas with the liquid. You can say carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a gas and it is dissolved with the water. Carbon dioxide it is work as a solute because its quantity is small, and water it will work as a solvent because its quantity is going to be high. So it is a solution of gas with the liquid. So these are the things. Okay, right now see the next part we have to see. Look, we have to see some properties of the solution. Right now see, we have to talk about some properties of the solution. We have right now come to know what are the parts of the solution, what are the example of the solution, and actually solution is a homogeneous mixture. Right now see some of the properties of solution. What are the properties of the solution? So first you will tell to me what are the properties of solution. First we have knowing that it is a homogeneous mixture. It is a homogeneous mixture. It is a homogeneous mixture. What is the second property? Second property is that all the properties of the homogeneous mixture it will come here. Right now what are the second properties? The particles of the, you can say, the particles of solution. The particles of solution are very small in size, very small, are very small in size, that they are not visible, you can say, by naked eyes. So what is the second property? Actually, the particles of the solution, it is very small in size, and that's why it is not seen by the naked eye. We cannot see them. These are invisible. Why it is happens? Because the particles, they are evenly distributed with the solution, or you can say solvent. Third thing is that what is there that we are knowing it. Okay, the no scattering by the particles of solution. No scattering by the particles of solution. Okay, whatever the particles are there, they are very small in size, and that's why they are not able to scatter. They are not able to scatter the path of light. Okay, so no scattering by the particles of the solution, and so path of light is invisible, or you can say is not visible. Path of light is not visible through the solution. Means if we will try to throw the beam of light with the help of the torch, so what will happen? The path of light, it is not going to be visible through the solution. Solution के अंदर से path of light visible नहीं होगी. Why? Because no scattering by the particles of the solution. Okay. Right now, what is the fourth most property? What happens? Actually, we cannot separate the particles or components, you can say components of solution. What are the components of the solution here? Actually, we are going to talk about the solute and solvent, water and sugar particles. So we cannot separate the component of the solution. Why? By the filtration. Because the particle size are very small. So the solute particles, they are also filtered with the solvent. That's why we can say we cannot separate the components of the solution by filtration, and they does not settle down. They don't settle down, you can say. They don't settle down. Settle down भी नहीं होंगे. They don't settle down at the bottom of the beaker. At the bottom of the beaker, when it is left undisturbed. So what is the summary that I want to tell once again? Look here. There are the four properties of the solution. What are these properties? First property is that it is a homogeneous mixture. Good. Second property is that the particles of the solution, they are very small in size, that we cannot see them with the help of naked eye. Okay, it is invisible by the naked eye. Number third is that no scattering of the light by the particles. And that's why the path of light is not visible, or you can say the path of light is invisible. Okay, path of light is invisible through the solution. Means solution में से solution के पास अपने को path of light visible नहीं होगी. Right now, see what is the fourth most property? We cannot separate the components of the solution. We are not able to separate the solute with the solvent. Why? With the help of filtration. Okay, because the particle size are very small. So what happens? We cannot separate the sugar particles, or we cannot separate the solute with the solvent. And after that, they never settle down. They never settle down at the bottom of the beaker when left undisturbed. Means इसको अगर यूं ही खुला छोड़ दिया जाए, ऐसे रहने दिया जाए, so they never settle down at the bottom of the beaker, and that particular process, it is known as the sedimentation. Actually, this process happens in case of the suspension. Why? Because the particles are bigger in size and they are not totally mixed with the particles of the water. Till here I am going to finish my lecture. Next time we will read some more thing. Thank you so much.